Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this training. Today's training is going to be based around predicting success. So many times in business, we try to figure out what's working and what's not working. And what I realized is most of us really don't have a true idea on how to determine, how to fix the things that's not working. Today's going to be focused around that. I have one simple task for you guys. It's actually going to be a workable training. So once you go through this training, make sure you have pen and paper so you can actually go through the steps as well. All right, so let's get into it, guys. So today's training is called Predicting Success. You should be able to get access to the worksheet as well. If you don't have the worksheet, just let me know and we'll send it over to you. So let's get into it. All right. So the first thing is, guys, we have to understand that success leaves clues. So what does that mean? Success leaves clues. What that means is you should be able to have a clearly defined path that determines your success, right? So you as a business owner, you should be able to identify what's worked, what hasn't worked. And then also when it's time for you to bring somebody under your tutelage or to train someone else, you should be able to show them this is what I did month one, month two, month three to have the success. And they should be able to follow that same system to get the same results that you had. So success leaves clues. And this is why you see a lot of gurus or anyone who has success, they write books. They do trainings, and their trainings are based on this is what I did to get to where I am, right? So you see an ad that says how I made $1 million in 2 hours, and the training is based on what they did. So success leaves clues. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the thing that I deem so valuable that we need to implement into every business, everything, every decision that we make, everything that we're doing, and that's something called KPIs. I created this training precisely because a lot of times when we go through and do different trainings, I do different talks, talk about KPIs, and I breeze through it. And I say, I talk about KPIs, and people are like, what the heck is a KPI? So today's training is going to be based on what the heck is a KPI. So, guys, so a KPI in business is the abbreviation for key performance indicator. Okay, it helps business management to measure performance of a specific goal. KPI is quantifiable and helps business teams to measure progress in terms of milestones, targets, insights, and insights across the entire business. It helps every business department to move forward while focusing on a strategic goal. Unlike metrics that measures daily activity success, KPIs measure the business key targets as defined in the strategic plan and long-term goals. Okay, so before we can understand how to create our KPIs, we have to first what? We have to first understand what is our goal, right? So again, success leaves clues, so we have to write it down. Okay. All right. So right now, guys, so you should be looking at your worksheet. Make sure you have your worksheet pulled up. And what we're going to do, we're going to go through what are some of the problems with not having KPIs in your business, right? And one of the biggest things that we're going to talk about is what? You have a lack of direction, right? The first problem is you have a lack of direction. So you get stuck in a routine of just doing stuff. Have anybody raise your hand if you've ever felt that way? If you've ever felt like I'm just doing stuff, I'm just doing things in the business, and I hope it brings me results. I hope this brings me more clients, right? And if that's you, that's because you probably don't have a system in place or KPI so you can know exactly what you're trying to accomplish, right? The next one is you have missed opportunities. So number one was a lack of direction. Number two is missed opportunities, right? So you have things in place that you can you're not tracking. You don't know what's the next opportunity. You don't know what's the next thing that you have to do, right? So when someone comes along and says, "Hey, look, how can I help you in your business?" You have no idea because you haven't been tracking. So you say the normal things. Oh, I need more clients. Well, you need more clients, but what are you doing to get clients currently, right? You don't know because it's not being tracked. Number three, you have a difficulty in decision making, right? You have a difficulty in decision making. Why do you have a difficulty in decision making? Because you have 1 million things that you're trying to accomplish. Why do you have 1 million things you're trying to accomplish? Because you don't have a set goal to hit. You're just doing stuff, right? It goes back to number one. You're just doing stuff. Number four, inconsistent performance. So if you raise your hand if this has been you. You're in business, you have a great month, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, you have a horrible month, right? The worst part about that is you have no clue. You have no clue why you had the great month. And what's worse is you have no clue why you had a bad month, right? That's a horrible situation to be in. But this is where I want you guys to be. The solution. With KPIs, you're gonna have defined clear goals. You're gonna know exactly what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. Then you're gonna track what's relevant. So it doesn't mean that you should have a KPI for every single thing that you do, right? But a lot of stuff you should have a KPI for, right? So let me give you an example. If you set a goal to wake up every morning at 5:30, you don't really need to track how many days you woke up at 5:30, right? I personally wouldn't care about that, right? Track the things that really matter to you. Track things that's relevant, right? Number three, have a responsive strategy. So what you're going to do once you have the KPIs in place, you're going to check yourself, almost have monthly meetings, weekly meetings, quarterly meetings, and you're going to be able to look at your projections. You're going to be able to say, well, I set a goal to get 5 new clients this month, and last week or last month, I only got 3, right? What does that mean? I'm not on track. So now what I need to do, I need to tweak an area where I can now get to my goal of 5 clients. Does that make sense? So I need to increase my activity so I can hit my goal. Number 4, be able to monitor and analyze. You're gonna have an actual piece of data in front of you that you're gonna be able to look at and say, "Oh wow, if 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 I do, if I talk to 10 clients, 10 prospects, 2 of them are going to become clients. So what I need to do if I need to get 4 clients, I need to talk to 20 people, right? Now you have a piece of data in front of you where you can predict your success. Is that okay with everybody? If that's okay, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Just give me a quick thumbs up. Okay. So guys, hopefully everyone can see my screen here. Um, what we created was a framework called the EAR framework. What is it called? The EAR framework. Okay, like the thing on the side of your head. Okay. The reason why we call this thing the EAR framework is because we have to know and understand what's happening in our business, right? Have you guys ever heard someone say, like, you keep your ear to the streets, or keep your ear to the business world, keep your ear to whatever's going on, right? And that's the same psychology that we're going to use here. We want to keep a pulse on what's working in our business and what's not working in our business. Is that okay? Now, what I want you to do, if you have this Venn diagram in front of you, and I actually created this and I did it incorrectly, so you guys forgive me. But this is a Venn diagram, so it should be in the middle, it should be a portion that is overlapping. So if you guys can just draw it in or whatever, and I'm gonna tell you guys what to put in here. Okay, is that fair? All right. So EAR is an acronym that I use for this framework, right? And the E in EAR is going to stand for emphasize. Okay. So in the first circle, what I want you guys to put in there is emphasize. Got it? On the other circle, the other side, on the right side, you can put action. Okay. Then in the middle, we're going to put results. Okay. So this is why this is important. What we want to do, we want to emphasize. So emphasize what we're talking about here. What this means is, what is it that I want to accomplish? What is it that I want to emphasize on to what goal do I want to reach? So, and emphasize, that's going to be the thing that you want to accomplish within whatever given period of time. Is that okay? The action is going to be, what am I going to do to make sure that whatever I'm emphasizing, I accomplish that, right? Then the result is going to be, after it's measured, what was the result, right? So if you say, I want to talk to 100 people, 100 prospects within the next 30 days, guess what? You don't fill out results until the 30 days is up. Then you can track it. You can see what worked, what didn't work. And then the next time you set your goal, it can be based on the results from that situation. Is that okay? All right. Now, so what I did, so now under that, the ear framework Venn diagram, right? You should see a chart there, right? And this is what I did. I outlined an example of the ear framework. So you see in emphasis, it says what? Um, so emphasis, in this scenario is grow my email subscribers list by 100 new subscribers this quarter, right? So I had the goal. I want to grow my email subscribers list, right? I quantified it. I said I want to do it with 100 new subscribers, and then I have a win, right, within this next quarter. Okay, so that's a clearly defined emphasis slash goal. Okay, what is my action step? My action step is what? I'm gonna post 3 lead magnets per week that require email addresses. So Terrence, what is the email? What is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is something that I put out. It could be a list, it could be a guide, it could be an ebook, it could be anything that I can give away. And in return, someone gives me their email address, right? So what am I going to do? Once I finish this training today, I'm going to post, I'm going to say, hey guys, just created a 20-minute training on how to predict success. Who wants a copy? Right? Anybody who responds, if you listen to this, you probably were one of the people that raised your hands, which is cool. Right? And I'm going to send this out. What are the results? The results are I received 145 new email addresses. So what was my goal, guys? My goal was to get 100 new email subscribers. So did I reach my goal? I did. That's a good goal, right? I overdid my goal. What's the next one? I want to add 5 new clients, right? So what's the action? Make an introduction to all of my new email subscribers, right? So I just received 145 new email subscribers, right? Now, what I understand is, so let's do a little math here, guys. So I understand that if I get 145 new email subscribers, 50% won't do anything. Okay. Like they would never respond. They would never comment on anything. They probably won't even open emails. Okay. That's 50%. So it's like what, 70 something? So let's say 77, right? Now, 15% of that 70 something will buy. They'll make a decision. They're not necessarily even buy, but they'll make a decision to do something. And if I put out an offer to them, immediately they'll do something. 85% will buy within 9 months and 2 years. Okay. So I understand my numbers. Okay. So 15% of 77 is like what? Like 3, 4, something like that. Okay. I don't have my calculator in front of me. So my results from this is I got 2 clients. Guess what, guys? I didn't hit my goal. My goal was to get 5 new clients. I only got 2 new clients. So now what do I do? Now I look at this and I say, okay, now I need to tweak my KPI, right? So next time I set my goal, I'm going to keep my goal at adding 5 new clients, but instead of getting 100 new subscribers, what do? Now I need to get 200 new subscribers within a given period of time, or maybe even 250, right? Because if for 145 I got two became clients, I may need to do 250, maybe 300, so I can hit my goal of 5 new clients, right? So that's just based on my metrics. Now I also can look at, okay, Chance, man, that's a lot. 300 new email subscribers to get 5 clients. Maybe I can tweak something there. Maybe I can create a better offer. Maybe I can do something to get them to buy quicker, or make a decision quicker, or introduce myself better, or make it more warm so they can make a decision to purchase, right? So now once I have this data, guess what? Now I can tweak. Now it's time to go to work. Now I can make tweaks to make sure that my bottom line, whatever my goal is, I can now accomplish that goal. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Cool. So guys, so this is the strategy on how to create KPIs and how to predict success. If you have any questions, below is going to be contact information where you can schedule an appointment, or you can just reach out to us if you have any particular questions. We'll be able to answer that. Um, do me a favor. You can respond to this message, or to this video. If you have any questions, put it down in the comments and we'll be able to help you out. And I appreciate you guys for checking out this video. Thank you guys so much.